Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton, here with a fabulous Sid Roeder. How are you today, Sid?
I am doing great. How about you, Bryce?
I am. I'm doing wonderful.
Well, it's good to hear.
I'm a little sore,
have you recovered from the accident that you had weeks back?
I think so. Yeah, I think I got a little bit of a headache still. My back's a little sore, but I'm on the mend, which is good.
Right. It hasn't been that long ago. It was just this.
I know.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to put it behind me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I'm excited for our guest today. But before we dive into her and her background and all the things she has going on, you want to tell us about our sponsor?
Absolutely. Our sponsor is the Empowering Seniors Group, which is a group of professionals that has dedicated their time and effort to provide information to seniors, their family members, caretakers, and all those wonderful people that listen to us every Saturday morning, bright and early. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com. And the CV stands for Cache Valley. And lastly, if you'd like to reach me personally to recommend any guests for this show, you can call me at 435-512-6406.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing that. We have with us today Debbie Sparks from the state of Utah, the You Serve, and AmeriCorps Seniors Volunteers. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Good. Did I get that somewhat right?
Yeah, it was close enough.
Oh, close enough. I'll take it. Well, awesome. Well, Debbie, you want to tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, what you have going on, and why you do what you do?
Sure. I'm most of my life I've lived in Cache Valley and raised my children here. I worked for 31 years for the state with Department of Workforce Services. I started at the bottom level and worked myself up to a service area director and served most of northern Utah from North Salt Lake all the way to the Idaho border. My biggest joy was serving seniors. I loved when seniors would call in with questions about Medicaid or just community things that they had questions about, and I just would love to listen to them and talk to them. And so when I retired for 2 years and took a break, and then I came back into service with the state with You Serve, which is the Governor's Commission on Service and Volunteerism. And I would have the opportunity of now currently working for AmeriCorps Seniors, and it actually is AmeriCorps Senior Companions is what we are, and I'm a coordinator currently with them. And so that's really, I've been there for 2.5 years. I'll say I'm 67, I'm a senior, and I can see myself doing this for many more years. I love working with seniors. I love going out and meeting seniors. That's part of my job. I love interacting with community meetings and knowing what's going on in my community. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I do serve Cache County, Box Elder County, and Rich County in these programs. And so I serve in the communities that I grew up in, and so that these people are dear to my heart. So seniors are important to me.
So I'm a little curious, how long has You Serve existed? Do you know, Debbie?
You know what? I should know that, but I don't. I know that the Senior Companion Program in Utah was run by Bear River Association of Governments, and then the state of Utah took that grant over later on. We are grateful to brag. They did an amazing job, and they helped us so much when we transitioned over with You Serve. But I know 1960 was when the AmeriCorps program started federally. So it's a federal program across the United States. So it's not just in the state of Utah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, Bragg is actually part of our Empowering Seniors Group.
Yes.
They've done a really good job. So
they're amazing partners. We love working with them.
Yeah, it's definitely. Well, do you want to kind of dive in on what your program is then?
Sure. Well, actually, it's twofold. So we work with recruiting volunteers, first of all. We recruit volunteers who are 55 and older, so they're seniors, and they have to be background checked. So we do fingerprinting, and the state pays for that. They have to have a car, and they have to have insurance on the car because they're going to be driving and moving around and moving clients around. And so once we find that they meet that criteria, and they're also low-income seniors, we don't really, our income levels go up and down, so we don't like to really let you know what that is right now, but when we visit with you on the phone, if you're interested, we'd be happy to share that with you. But that's kind of the criteria of our volunteers. We want people that want to serve and be out in the community. And so our volunteers are really special people. Our clients, so the second piece of this is our clients. Our clients are referred to us by senior citizen centers, by home health, hospice, by our hospitals, by our community members. So if you had someone that you felt meets this criteria, you could call me and let me know, and we could go out and visit with them. So back to the client piece. The client piece is really important because these clients need to be elderly as well. So most of our clients are over the age of 70. And they are alone and lonely, and they don't have anyone in and out of their lives. And we provide friendship and companionship to them. We don't do any home health. That's what our home health agencies are for. We provide just friendship and companionship. We can actually help them with some light shopping, so we can take them shopping. Some of them haven't even been out of their house for a long time. We have one of our clients who hadn't been out of her home in 11 years. And when we got a volunteer connected with her, she was able to go out and go to the store for the first time. She always had other people do her shopping for her. And now it's just like she's had this whole world opened up to her because this volunteer will take her shopping. They go for walks. They can help with their letters and bills. Seniors sometimes can't get letters open, and so they can help with that. They can help them make phone calls. They can assist them with meal preparation. They can help them learn new crafts and hobbies, and they can help with light chores. So I know there's isolated seniors in your community that need a friendly face to stop by for visits, to keep them independent and connected. And that's really what we're asking for today, is just education on what we're looking for as AmeriCorps Seniors Program.
That's great, Debbie. We're already coming up on our first break, and so maybe we will wait until we come back to give out your contact information in case somebody is interested in volunteering. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, our sponsor is the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info. We are at our first break, so please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Need a helping hand? The Bear River Association of Governments, also known as BRAG, is here for you.
They assist seniors with in-home services, provide utility bill relief through the HEAT program, and offer rental assistance to keep you housed.
Need help with tax prep? Their experts ensure you get the refund you deserve. And for veterans, they're here to connect you with the benefits you've earned.
BRAG is your local resource for a stronger today and a more secure future. Call today or visit brag.utah.gov.
It's tough knowing how to care for an aging parent. Mom has always been there for me, but now I need to be there for her. When we found out she needed surgery, I wondered how I could attend to her needs and still be mom to my kids. I was so relieved to learn about transitional rehab at Maple Springs in North Logan. From the nurses to the physical therapists, it was like their whole staff was focused on helping Mom get better. Maple Springs in North Logan was an answer to my prayers.
Learn more at maplespringsnorthlogan.com or call 753-9400.
This is Scott with Cache Valley Pharmacy. Are you struggling to find affordable GLP-1 medications? Cache Valley Pharmacy has you covered. We're now compounding GLP-1s like semaglutide and tirzepatide personally formulated for you, and every batch is tested for quality and sterility. Have your prescriptions transferred today and let Cache Valley Pharmacy help you with your personalized weight loss journey. Cache Valley Pharmacy, keeping it local, online at cachevalleypharmacy.com.
Hi, this is Bruce with Comfort Care. One of the ways we help loved ones stay in their home is by assisting with daily tasks. These may include bathing, meal preparation, medication reminders, and housekeeping. We even help with shopping, transportation, and errands. Most of all, we offer a trusted level of care. Let us help you live your best life possible with Comfort Care. This is Bruce, and you can call me at 754-7676. Comfort Care, 754-7676.
Getting around your home should be easy and safe. At RT Med Mobile, they provide wheelchairs, stair lifts, ramps, and electric lift chairs to help seniors maintain independence and comfort. Their friendly team offers free in-home consultations to find the perfect solution for you or your loved one. Locally owned and here to help. Call 435-260-6171 today. RT Med Mobile, because your mobility matters.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton here with Sid Roeder, and we've been talking with Debbie Sparks from the UServe AmeriCorps Senior Volunteer Program, Companionship Program. I got to change it. I'll get it. And you've been telling us about this program where you're able to connect seniors with seniors to help out. And if someone wants to start to get involved or has more questions, where can they go to contact you?
Well, the best place is just to call me or text me. I'm amazed at how many seniors can text better than I can. So my contact information is, again, my name is Debbie Sparks, and my phone number is 435-512-3770. That's the best place. I will visit with them, ask them what they're interested in, whether they're a volunteer, whether they're interested in being a volunteer, what that process looks like, or a client, whether they need help in their home or whether they have a neighbor that they know hasn't had any company for 2 months and they're concerned about them. I would visit with them about how that process works. So.
Perfect. Maybe, do you mind diving a little bit deeper for the volunteers? Because we've talked in the first segment a little bit. There is an income cap on it. And what are some of the other requirements in the process?
Okay. Well, I spent a little bit of time earlier, but let's just revisit that again. They have to be over 55, and they have to meet an income requirement. And really, I'll give you like a general, about $31,000 a year is the income limit for one person. They must be able to pass a background check. We have them go and do a fingerprinting, and we will pay for that, so there's no cost for them. They need to have a car and have car insurance and a valid driver's license. The other thing is that because we're asking them to serve, the state is going to provide them a stipend. And that stipend plus mileage reimbursement is something that doesn't count against their Medicaid, their Medicare, their Social Security, their SSI, or any housing programs. We have a lot of seniors that are on subsidized housing. This income does not count against those programs. Food stamps, none of that. It doesn't count against any of those programs.
So is there a limit on hours that one can volunteer?
That's a great question. We ask them to try to do 15 hours a week. And most of our volunteers can do that. And the good thing about it is they can do it whatever fits in their schedule. That's the first thing we ask them once they're a volunteer, and we can go through that process again too. But once they're a volunteer, and I just lost my train of thought. That's okay. But we'll go back to the volunteer piece. We ask when we have them apply. So they call me, I get them in on an application, and I usually help them with it because it's online. And I'm, again, surprised at how many seniors can actually work with computers. I'm really excited about that. But I help them go through that. They go through all of the information. And then once they pass the background check, then we get them. And I'm so excited at that point. Once they get to there, we train them for 20 hours. And it's just basic training on how to, what they can do and what they can't do when they go and work with their clients. And once they have that 20 hours finished, then we can get them into service. And then what we do is they will meet up with a client, and I am always part of that. I go with them to meet the client because I've already gone out and to the client's home and seen what's going on there and see the issues and the needs of the client. If they have a cat or a dog, well, I don't want to pair a volunteer that's allergic to cats to a client that has cats. So it's important for me to go out to the client first and engage them, find out what they need, and then pair up the volunteer that I think will match with them.
So I've got a question in your training. Do you teach the seniors that are going out to serve techniques to deal with maybe being asked things that they shouldn't be doing?
Well, we have training on both sides with the volunteers and the clients on what is inappropriate and what is appropriate. So some examples of appropriate boundaries, and boundaries are big with our volunteers because they want to serve. They love people, and so they will do anything, but we can't do everything. So we tell the client the same thing that we educate the volunteer on, is that when they go in the home, they can't go into their bathrooms. That's for home health. We can't help them in their bathrooms. We can't do things for them. We do things with them. So, for example, we have one of our volunteers who goes 3 times a week, and because the client has a hard time getting her dishes done, they do them together. So the volunteer doesn't go and just do the dishes for the client, they do them together. So they go to the sink and they say, okay, you're going to dry, or what do you think? And that she asks the client, and the client says, I'm going to wash, you dry. And they stand at the sink and they visit and they get her dishes done together. Let's say they go out and do some light shopping and they put the bag on the counter, and the client is concerned about, I don't know really how to organize my cabinets, my fruits and my vegetables, things like that. So that could be something that the volunteer can help her with. And remember, I'm saying help or assist or do it together, because we're trying to keep them in their homes. And if we do it for them, it's going to be difficult for them. So we do it with them. If they want us to help open their mail, we might open the mail, hand it to them, because we're not allowed to get into their mail, but we can open it for them. Let's say the client says, I need you to pick up all these boxes and take them into my basement. Well, that's not allowed, because my volunteers are seniors too. And they can't do heavy lifting like that, because they're also seniors. They need to be careful and not hurt themselves. So they could say, well, let's just pull it over together, and let's open the box, and let's see what's in there, and let's sort it together. So it's not something that the volunteer is doing for them. It's something that they're doing with them.
Perfect. And I assume that under certain circumstances, you can recommend other resources to the client, correct?
Oh, sure. And we do that all the time. I didn't mention, but our volunteers are trained 2 hours every month. We call it an in-service. It's mandatory training that they have to receive. They have to have 24 hours of that a year. And so during that time, we have those discussions of what kind of things are happening out with their clients that we can help them with.
Now, what if there's someone that wanted to volunteer, but they're outside of that? Do you have outside of the income level? No, income level. Do you have partners that they could go volunteer with?
Absolutely. So let's say someone calls me and they're out of the income limit. They're over the income limit. I would absolutely. I've got a list by my phone of partners in the community that want volunteers, and so we refer them there.
Perfect. We are already coming up on our next break here. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info or email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. This is the Senior Moment Show. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Picture this. Your family's locked in court, fighting over your home and your assets because there was no plan. Don't let probate decide your future. I'm attorney Justin Wall with Wall Estate Solutions. Stay in control with wills, trusts, and smart planning that keeps your family out of court and your wishes protected. Get peace of mind today. Visit wallestate.law or call 435-294-0346. That's 435-294-0346. Your legacy, your plan.
You have a lot of options when it comes to buying or selling a home. Do you list it online, sell it yourself, or do you have a realtor help? It's a major financial and emotional decision. A realtor is the liaison between buyers and sellers and really helps you navigate complex contracts, deadlines, and disclosures.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty. I work for you to get the best outcome for your situation. Let me earn your trust with a free consultation and a free market analysis. Call me today at 512-6406. Then list it, sell it, and move on.
Are you tired of feeling unwell and not knowing why? At Next Level Health and Wellness, we hear you. We specialize in uncovering the root causes of your discomfort, whether it's gut health, hormone imbalances, or emotional and mental blocks. With personalized plans, advanced lab testing, and evidence-based holistic nutrition practices, we guide you toward lasting health and wholeness. Awaken your healing potential with a team that listens, understands, and supports you wherever you are. Visit nextlevelhw.com to start your journey to feeling better today.
Hi, this is Tyler. Recently, my father passed away, and White Pine provided the funeral services for our family. They were friendly, thoughtful, and attentive to every detail. You know, it isn't often that a loved one passes away, so it was very important to my family that everything be handled just right. Because my dad was loved by so many people, we had a lot of family and friends that traveled from out of town. I really appreciate how White Pine Funeral Services made sure everyone was comfortable and that the focus was where it needed to be, on my dad and my family. They really took care of us during this tender time.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most.
Did you know 10,000 baby boomers qualify for Medicare every day? Did you know that you'll start to get swamped with mail about Medicare 6 months before your 65th birthday? Did you also know it doesn't cost anything to use an insurance agent to help you navigate through all those offers? Hi, I'm Tracy Ferris with Blue Water Health Insurance. Let me help you understand all the offers you're receiving and find the plan that fits best for your situation. Call me today at 435-890-8155.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton here with Sid Roeder, and we've been talking with Debbie Sparks from You Serve AmeriCorps. Oh man, Companions. I will get this one of these days. But we've been talking with her about this cool program where certain seniors get to volunteer and help other seniors out, and how wonderful that is. Before the break, we didn't have enough time to get your contact information if someone wants to either sign up for the volunteer aspect or if they would like to be the client. So could you share your information real quick before we dive into it so people might want to call you?
Absolutely. My name is Debbie Sparks, and my phone number is 435-512-3770. You can either call me or text me, and I can help and answer any questions you have.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, it sounds like such an awesome program where people really get to get out. And I see this with Comfort Care all the time. There's a loneliness aspect to our seniors. And this program gets to alleviate that quite a bit. Do you have any feel-good stories that you'd like to share with us about this?
I have a lot. I did share that one earlier, so I want to share that one again about one of my volunteers. I went and met with a client that hadn't been out of her home for 11 years.
Wow.
And had someone else just get her groceries and things. And once we got a volunteer in there, and there were some challenges with this, but we got a volunteer who was willing to try with this sweet lady. And we were able to take her out, go to the store, go places she hadn't been for so long. And so that was such a really cool moment, and they're still serving together. And I've got another story. So I want you to imagine in your mind an older gentleman, I think he's in his 90s, and he's in like a wheelchair walker, and he's sitting down at, I think it's first or second down, there's a place where you can get a wheelchair or a walker out there, and he's got a fishing pole in his hands. And that is, if you go to our Facebook page, which I'm going to give you that now, you will see the picture of this gentleman. He allowed us to use this picture on our Facebook page. And you'll see him doing this. And I wanted to read to you and quote what our volunteer said about him. He said, "One of our clients recently enjoyed a visit to his favorite fishing spot with the senior companion volunteer. It's been more than a decade since he's had a chance to get there. And despite no success with fishing, he enjoyed the fresh air and the beautiful scenery. This is why I do what I do." So that from one of my volunteers. And when you see this picture, and I'm going to give you the Facebook page, it's Senior Companions of Cache, Rich, and Box Elder Counties. That's the name of our Facebook page. We'd love you to go and share and like. But you'll see the picture of this gentleman, and it'll make you cry. And if you even know this gentleman, you know how special this was. The other thing is this gentleman, he lives with his son and is very well cared for, but his son works. And so during the time when his son works, he's home alone. And our volunteer goes over 2 or 3 times a week, and they do puzzles. And they send me a picture of the puzzle every time they're finished doing it, and they love it. So there's so many things they can do. Another one, there's a 93-year-old man who loves to read, but because he can't see anymore, and his vision's been really bad, the volunteer goes and reads to him 3 times a week. Now, the other thing about this is this 93-year-old gentleman is partially deaf. And he doesn't, when I went to visit him, he couldn't understand me very well, but he could understand my volunteer who is a man. So he reads to him, he can hear it, he can also enjoy the action of reading a book. And so they read several books, and they enjoy their time together so much. And this gentleman is a history book. Our volunteer has asked him several times, can we record your history? You know so much. And he says, no, I want to just enjoy my time with you. And then we have another one, a lady who has 2 ladies who have macular degeneration. And so they have never been to the store for years. And so a volunteer takes them to the store and helps them read the labels, find what they need on their shopping list, have the experience of getting out of the house. And even though they can't see details, the volunteer really is that place for them to be able to connect with the outside world. So I wanted to just, our volunteers are here to help older adults feel less lonely and maintain their dignity as they age in place at home and in their home, usually. Our volunteers love giving service. That's why they come, and that's why they're here. But we really need volunteers consistently all the time. So if you are over the age of 55 and you want to find something in your life that means, and you want to serve, please call me. Again, my contact information is Debbie Sparks, and my phone number is 435-512-3770.
Thank you so much for coming, Debbie. What an enlightenment to hear about these stories with the seniors. I really appreciate what you do there. And again, call out there if you are 55 plus and would like to serve your community and you meet all the requirements. Debbie, maybe one more time the phone number.
Okay, my name again is Debbie Sparks. My phone number is 435-512-3770. I hope you call soon.
Thank you, Debbie. What a great show. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online and at empoweringseniors.info. We had a great show. We hope you tune in again next week.